In other news now, after a month of arguments and testimony, the fate of Letecia Stauch now rests in the hands of a jury. She stands accused of the murder of 11-year-old stepson Gannon and then driving his body across the country to dump it.
Prosecutors and the defense painted two very different pictures of Letecia Stauch, one of them as a heartless killer and the other as someone who is legally insane when she killed Gannon. 9 News crime and justice reporter Matt Jablow has been covering the closing arguments and the trial for us. Matt?
Kim, the jury got the case around 1 o'clock this afternoon after about 3 hours of closing arguments. It's been a closely watched story for more than 3 years now, and it may soon be reaching its conclusion.
Can this defendant distinguish right from wrong? The evidence and her actions tell you that she can.
Calculating, manipulative, hateful, and violent, but not insane. That's how prosecutors describe Letecia Stauch during closing arguments of Stauch's murder trial.
If you lose your temper, you don't get to claim insanity.
On January 27, 2020, Stauch shot, stabbed, and killed her 11-year-old stepson Gannon in their home in Colorado Springs. She then put his body in a suitcase, drove to Florida, and tossed it over a bridge. The suitcase was found a few weeks later with Gannon's body still inside.
Because there are people who are truly legally insane, ladies and gentlemen. They don't act like that.
Prosecutors say Stauch killed Gannon in part to hurt her husband, whom she was planning to leave. They also said she hated Gannon because she knew that Gannon would never love her as much as he loved his actual mother.
Mental illness from her past got triggered, and there's a temporary period of psychosis.
Stauch's attorney, however, told the jury a much different story, a much more simple story as well. He said Letecia Stauch was legally insane when she brutally attacked and killed Gannon, and therefore should be found not guilty by reason of insanity.
This was not premeditated murder. This was a psychotic break. That is the only thing that makes sense. There is no other rational explanation to understand why this happened other than that.
If Letecia Stauch is convicted of first-degree murder, she would face life in prison without the possibility of parole. We'll let you know just as soon as the jury reaches a verdict. Kim?
All right, thank you, Matt. We know those jurors have been really patient listening to all of this and such difficult testimony and details about this case. Thank you.